Volume 2 picks up exactly where it left us. Will uses his hive mind connection to stop all the Demogorgons attacking his friends. But all that for nothing, because Vecna already took the kids they were trying to protect. Vecna pinned them to his meat wall at his lair in Dimension X and took them to his house in Mr. What's-It form where Holly is waiting. Only this time, she knows everything. And Henry explains to the kids the world is ending, and the only way to save it is to bring another world he found and their home world together. And he needs these kids' help to make that happen. But what he means is far different than saving the world. Back in the Upside Down, 11, Collie, and Hopper escape Dr. K's lab. 11 is mad at Hopper for trying to sacrifice himself before. They look for Dustin and team, but they went on exploring Hawkins' lab instead of waiting. Dustin comes up with a theory that the big flesh wall is Vecna's energy shield, and some kind of generator is powering it, so they go separate ways to find it. Back in the real world, the rest of the team is talking about how Will's powers work, and they need to find everyone inside the Upside Down using his power. Except there's no live Demogorgons left to go back into the hive mind, so they come up with two ideas. One is to build another tracker with the help of Mr. Clark. And the second one is to reanimate a Demogorgon's body in Frankenstein style so Will can access the hive mind again. In the Upside Down, Collie shares how she got captured by the military, who trapped her and constantly drew her blood to create more special children like 11 and 8. Dr. K is injecting Collie's blood into pregnant women, starting Papa's experiments once again. But her blood is not as strong as Henry's, which was originally used to create special children at the first time. Every child was just a pale imitation of Henry, except 11. Collie also warns this is why Dr. K wants to capture 11 for her blood. Holly and Max are trying to find a way out of Henry's memory prison. So they go through every memory of Holly with Mr. What's-It, and they almost make it through the mind layer. But Vecna finds them and reaches there, trying to kill Max. Just in time, Will deliberately hacks into Vecna's mind, controlling him to buy time for Max and Holly to escape. Will even talks through Vecna, telling Max and Holly to run. Here, Will knowingly does this, and also breaks one of Vecna's legs. Man, that was so satisfying. But soon, Vecna pushes Will out of his mind. Jonathan and Nancy find exotic matter, which they mistake for the shield generator. Dustin finds Dr. Brenner's workbooks and tries to warn them, but Nancy accidentally shoots an energy shield surrounding this exotic matter, and the explosion sends shockwaves through the entire dimension. Dustin races in with the most devastating realization. They were wrong. Vecna didn't create the barrier in the Upside Down. Science did. And the truth is horrifying. The Upside Down isn't a separate dimension at all. It's a wormhole, a bridge between worlds. And that exotic matter wall Nancy just destabilized, it's not a shield, it's a containment system. If the wormhole collapses, both dimensions go with it. The exotic matter shockwaves puncture a hole in the wormhole bridge, sucking everything in its way. 11, Collie, and Hopper barely make it out of there through an open gate. Meanwhile, inside Camazotz, Holly and Max make it back to the caves, and Vecna catches up to them, threatening to kill Max in the real world if Holly doesn't go with him. Back in the real world, Will is unconscious, and Robin, Mike, and Lucas find out Max and Holly are trying to escape Vecna's mind, so they head to the hospital where Max is to help her escape using the song she likes. Meanwhile, Will wakes up trapped in the Upside Down, suspended by tendrils, face to face with Vecna. And Vecna is brutal here. He reminds Will that this isn't the first time he's been used. As a child, Will unknowingly shaped the tunnel system through his dreams. The manipulation, the violation of Will's innocence. You can see the trauma on his face. Now Vecna plans to use Will as a tracker to find Max's location in the real world. Inside Camazotz, Max and Holly are hiding in a cave, and this is where Max drops another revelation. The cave exists because it represents trauma that Henry Creel refuses to confront. Camazotz is built from his memories, which means the way out might be hidden inside the memory itself. Holly wants to explore, and Max is terrified, but they follow a map hidden in Holly's looking glass. When the ground collapses, they discover a mineshaft below, and inside it, they witness Henry's childhood trauma. A man shooting young Henry in fear, Henry killing him brutally, and then finding particles connected to the mind flare in a briefcase. This is the origin moment. This is what broke Henry Creel. Meanwhile, Hopper, Eleven, and Kali reunite with Mike and Joyce. Eleven tries to find Will using a radio station, but she can't reach him. Kali reveals her overprotective nature about Eleven with Hopper. Kali thinks killing Vecna won't end the war. Hopper builds a tank for Eleven to find Will and others stuck in the Upside Down, and she finds Will and frees him from Vecna's mind layer. But right before that, Vecna uses Will's connection to locate Max's physical body and sends demodogs to kill her. Lucas grabs Max and runs, defending her with everything he's got. They're cornered in a laundry room, and just when death seems certain, Mike and Nancy's mom detonates an oxygen tank hidden in a dryer and obliterates the creatures. Meanwhile, Max and Holly find a way inside the Red Realm through the caves. Max sees Lucas holding her body. A portal opens. Max tells Holly she can't come through this portal because it only leads to Max's body. Holly has to find her own anchor to the real world. Max reminds Holly that courage is her anchor. Following the map, facing Henry when she was terrified, never giving up. A second portal opens for Holly. They hug, and then they run in opposite directions. Max toward Lucas, Holly toward Dimension X, where her body is. From there, she tries to escape to the upside-down version of her house, where she has to hide and wait for rescue. She finds an open gate and jumps in, but falls rapidly towards the upside down. But Vecna pulls her back and pins her again to his meat wall. Next, we see Max waking up in the hospital. Eleven, Hopper, and Kali arrive and join the reunion. But there's no time to celebrate because Max immediately warns them. Vecna knows she escaped, and he'll be hunting her. Dustin explains to everyone that the Upside Down is not another dimension opened by Dr. Brenner, but it's actually an interdimensional bridge that rips through space-time. Unstable, but held together by exotic matter connecting Hawkins to Dimension X, where the Mind Flayer, Demogorgons, and every other creature they saw in the Upside Down lives. After Eleven banished Henry to this Dimension X, the bridge was formed when Eleven tried to find Henry again under Dr. Brenner's influence. Since then, Henry and other creatures have been using the bridge to get to Hawkins. Then Will reveals Vecna is going to use all the kidnapped kids to amplify his abilities and bring Dimension X to Hawkins, reshaping the world entirely. So they plan to wait until Vecna brings Dimension X close enough so they can enter, save the kids, and finish Vecna for good. Dustin suggests planting a time bomb near the exotic matter to end everything at once. While Eleven and Kali are practicing mind sharing, Kali reveals her suicide plan. Both Eleven and Kali have to stay behind while the bridge goes down. Otherwise, the military will start the cycle once again. Will finally reveals that he's gay to everyone, and they all accept him. Then all of them jump into a truck and race through military gates and enter the Upside Down. Meanwhile, Vecna starts his ritual with the kidnapped kids by connecting hands. And to know what happened next, we have to wait for the final episode. Episodes 5, 6, and 7 delivered everything we needed. Action, emotion, revelations, and hope. Max is back. Holly proved she's a hero. Will is fighting from the inside, and Steve is leading the charge. The finale drops December 31st, and after 9 years, we're about to see how this story ends. Will Hawkins survive? Can they save Holly? Will the Upside Down finally close forever? Drop your predictions in the comments. What do you think happens in Episode 8? And if this recap helped you, smash that like button and subscribe, because I'll have a full finale breakdown coming soon.